What's good? We're back at it again. Wheel Talks, baby. Thank you guys for coming out. I'm excited to do this.
Hell yeah.
I'm your host, Marty O'Connor, alongside my boy,
Sonny Case Bauer.
Hey, and today we're going to get into the perks and drawbacks of this thing called wheelchair life.
Yeah, it's Will Life.
Yeah, wheel life. We'll figure it out. We'll tell you guys later.
Yeah.
And, let's get into it.
I mean, without further ado,
Yeah.
So people always ask us kind of what are the drawbacks, what are the excitements of being in the wheelchair? Maybe not that word, actually, excitement. It really doesn't. It never actually comes out of their mouth.
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, they're like,
sometimes.
oh, dude, you're so lucky you're in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks,
So you
bro.
never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
I like my view on life, actually. Obviously, one of the best perks is parking.
Straight up. I mean, how can you complain? We get that front row parking. Everyone, likes to have that nice blue spot up front.
Yeah.
But, I mean, how often are those things actually available,
Actually, never. And then when you see some, are we ready to go on a rant or?
Yeah, no, those
The
people.
people,
The people that
motherfuckers,
take our f***ing parking spots.
inconsiderate bastards.
You pieces of shit. You probably sprained your ankle 3 months ago. Go f***ing whine
With your
about
fucking red placard.
Piece of
Stick
shit.
that up your asshole.
it. You, motherfucker.
I feel better. How
Those
about yourself?
people probably don't need placards. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And no, man, we get that shit because we need it.
Yeah.
And basically, it's what's necessary.
I want to clarify one thing though. The blue stripes that are on certain spots, that's for people like us that need the extra room to get out of our vehicles.
And most of the time, those stripes are only about 4 feet wide, which is
Right.
enough for your door to open.
Yeah.
I got a ramp that's about 7 feet long.
Whoa,
so
really?
it's
Are you bragging? Low key?
Yeah.
Low key?
Got a
7?
pretty
Yeah.
big ramp.
Okay. All right now.
Bringing that
All right.
big ramp energy
I
to the
mean,
game,
I can
baby.
see it. I can see big rap energy coming right at me. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
you feel my parking.
That makes I feel. Whoa, I feel it right now. It's
Yeah,
getting a little
baby.
hot in here.
Oh man. Yeah, man.
Um,
So that's necessary though.
yeah.
Trying to make your way through
Yeah.
long ass parking lot in between cars. No, we need that ramp. We need getting right up there. So.
It's frustrating because I've had people actually try to park in that right next to me.
Yeah.
I've come out of stores where I've been like, "What the hell?" There's actually a car tried to fit into that spot,
joke.
and literally like it's ridiculous. So if they don't understand why, that's why we need the extra space to get out of the cars. It's not like we could just walk out and go sit in our wheelchair. Like we need the room.
Or if it's a long distance to your destination, like concerts, festivals.
Oh.
It's like, bruh,
Yeah.
you gotta freaking wheel yourself through a mile and a half of soot and
Yeah.
grass to
Yeah.
get to the festival. Come on,
Speaking
yeah,
of
right.
concerts, sporting events, things like that, though, we do have the best seating in the house, unobstructive.
Pretty legit. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna lie. I think my spectator game at events and concerts has gone through the roof.
Yes.
Like ever since I got in this handy dandy wheelchair.
Yeah, I got a quick story on that. I went to a Ducks game one time with a girl. First time I went on a date with this chick too, right? And she had 4 tickets that someone had given her, right? Nosebleed, garbage seats. And she's like, "So how's this gonna work out?" I'm like, "No worries, I got you." So we went to the box office, which anybody that has a disability, especially wheelchair bound, go to the box office. Buy tickets anywhere, go to the box office. And so we get to the box office. I show the guy the 4 tickets, and he's like, "No worry, I got you." Right behind the net.
Shut up.
Right behind the net, yeah.
So legit.
So it was the one time I felt like, thank you, wheelchair. You just made me look like a total pimp.
Straight
now.
up. That's not always going to be available too,
No.
and that's freaking rad.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was kind of one of those things. Usually they'll sit you where your seats correlate. Like if you're on the second level, they'll sit you second level. But I think it's because I had 4 tickets and I only had 2 people there, me and this girl. So it worked out great.
That's sick.
I think she even kissed me after the game was over.
I
Right?
would.
Winning.
I would.
Winning.
Heck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I think along the lines with concerts and stuff too, I feel like you typically get pretty good customer service wherever you're at. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
I feel like I don't know, maybe it's just my personality. I always like to befriend the people that that are helping me out at games, concerts. Like, make homies with them, and then they remember you. They remember how you treat them,
100%.
and you reciprocate that. Then you get those perks later on. It's like, oh hey, come over here.
We actually, speaking of customer service or just nice people in general, we went to dinner one time. Remember? Mm-hmm. Watch the fights, and our tab was over $100 and something bucks.
Yeah.
And we go to pay the tab, and somebody else had picked it up for us.
Yeah,
and that's just because we had good vibes. We were cool.
I think you attract what you put out there.
Yeah.
And, I think if we were
assholes,
assholes, like, expecting everything to be handed to us because, we deserve it because we are hurt, I think if you put out a positive attitude, disability or not, I think you're going to attract that. So be good people,
You know what? That's a good topic because I think some of us that are in wheelchairs have chips on our shoulders.
Yeah.
And I think it's good that you go out there and you break that stereotype.
For sure. We do require a lot of help, a lot of accommodations, but to expect those things from everyone and to expect the highest, respect, regardless of how you treat them is just not cool. And you should just be better people in general.
Let me ask you this though. How many times have you been to a sporting event, a concert, anywhere, and like, let's say your date's feet hurt? What do you usually tell her?
Climb aboard, baby.
Right?
Climb aboard, all aboard the Marty train.
I call it the Sonny Express.
The Sonny Express?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm like, look, baby, your feet hurt. Just go ahead and right here. Yeah. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Look at this. I'm a portable chair.
Yeah, we'll talk about the first thing that pops up. Every time.
Dangerous.
Charming.
Charming.
But yeah, I mean, I've definitely given my legs up just to be a chair for all the females out there with the feet that hurt.
Take those heels off.
Yeah.
Climb aboard. You too drunk to get home? Hey,
don't worry,
baby. Climb aboard. Wheel these wheels for me.
Yeah,
and we good.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think sometimes it's even underutilized. They think, oh, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm like, look, what do you weigh? $105? Come on, you're good.
Right?
You're good because half the time my ass is used for a dolly whenever I go to a store.
Oh my god, yeah. There's a drawback right there. These hands ain't helping out, bro. But hey, all of a sudden, slap my ass, call me dolly.
Like straight up.
How much stuff can we load on my lap? I'm like holding onto it with my chin. I have like the drawstring of the bag in my mouth.
Hey, you might as well be strapped to the roof of the car on the way home, right?
Seriously, we're putting so many bags on the back of my chair. I like take a deep breath and freaking lean back and fall.
It's terrible.
It's
I become a freaking shopping cart wherever I go.
Yeah.
It's like, because honestly, it is hard to carry shit. So people always like, well, let me just stack you up with stuff. Yeah. So all of a sudden I become the shopping cart. Yeah. It's a little annoying. It's a little uncomfortable, but it is what it is.
I think so. I mean, and especially like going through an airport or something where you have like bags. It's like whoever I'm with has to like push me and the little smart cart and pull a bag. It's like
it's terrible.
Yeah, over that, man. But but speaking of like traveling when you're going through airports or whatever, I think just getting to the front of lines is pretty dope.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have you went to Disneyland one time, right? And
I went to Disneyland, and I was a little bit nervous about this excursion.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I was nervous for one, like how I was going to get in and off of rides. But truth is, California Adventure is actually pretty accessible. You don't even have to get off your chair for like at least 3 or 4 rides.
Oh, wow. That's
Little
sick.
Mermaid. I could see you on Little Mermaid. I know you'd love that.
Yeah, baby.
But you know what? The cool part about it was, and if anybody wants to go to Disneyland and pay for my ticket, I'll go with you and show you how cool it is. But what they do is they tell you to go to the back of the line.
Yeah.
And like they stupidly make you wait for 10 minutes. But I'll take 10 minutes over 3 hours.
For sure.
But I went on the Haunted Mansion. It was somewhat accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Pirates of the Caribbean was somewhat accessible.
Love it. Favorite ride.
Thunder Mountain. Guardians of the Galaxy, Little Mermaid, Toy Story, Space Mountain was the only one I was like, nah, I can't do this.
That one's all gnarly. Yeah, I don't have the core strength for that one.
It's too deep.
We should definitely do a vlog about this. And,
I think so.
If you guys have questions regarding accessibility at a certain park, let us know. I mean, we're right around Knott's and Disneyland. We'd be happy to go out and show you guys how that works. So stay tuned for further videos on that. What else really grinds your gears, Sonny? What else sucks about this faux wheel drive life?
I don't think we're ready to mention that one yet. For me, it's I hate getting through crowds. Because I'm at a certain angle where if you're not paying attention, people don't see me, and I'm clipping ankles.
Yep.
I'm knocking people over. People are falling over the top of me. Yeah. I mean, what do you call it though? You have a word for it.
Snow plowing.
Snow plowing, okay.
Man. Yeah, it's straight up like. Especially crowded bars, like I've definitely changed like my usual spots. It's like I can't make my way through this bar without being a total asshole.
Yeah,
you know, and pissing off a bunch of people and like getting mad. I'm clipping your ankles. Like, dude, I can't yell that loud. First of all, and like it just sucks. So that's
speaking of that though, I also hate counters. They give us the littlest counter over here. Like we're where like the drinks are coming in and out. Where they I don't know what they call that. What do they call that piece of the island that comes in up and down?
I don't know.
Either, but that's usually our spot.
Yeah.
I went to Buffalo Wild Wings a couple weeks ago, right? And I roll up to that spot, and the head bartender comes over and says, "Excuse me, sir, this is only for people in wheelchairs." And I'm like, and then found she noticed, like, oh shit. What really upset me about that situation though, was I didn't get a free drink. I don't care if you make that mistake. That makes me feel good. Like I don't look like I'm, I look good. Whatever. Yeah. I took it as a compliment, but I was expecting the free drink. I didn't get it, so that was pretty frustrating.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, don't assume my body here.
Yeah.
Don't assume I'm able-bodied.
Yeah, I worked hard for this.
You jerk.
Yeah.
I earned this disability.
Straight
Thank
up,
you very much.
First of all, I also think there's a rule that goes with that too. Like if she would have saw my shoes, she would have known.
Oh.
You can never, this is right here, I'm looking at the camera for this one. Never trust a man in a wheelchair with dirty shoes.
Nuh-uh.
That dude is walking around somewhere. High kicking fools, doing some parquet somewhere.
He's probably cheating on you too.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing never trust a man in a wheelchair with dirty shoes. That is a quote straight from the book of Sonny right there.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And if a chick's wearing dirty shoes?
Oh, we already know that.
Yeah, swipe left immediately.
She's shuffling way too many dudes.
Yeah, for sure. So speaking of earning this injury, I sure earned it on a staircase.
Yeah.
And
I hate stairs.
They still coming back for me ever since.
Stairs are the worst. I once dated a girl for almost a year who lived upstairs.
Yep.
In one of those old apartment buildings, so there's like 4 or 6 units. So obviously there's no elevator. So I literally never saw her apartment.
Yeah.
For a year.
And even like girls that you date after the fact, you're like, wait, shit, I can't actually go to your place. Like,
yeah.
I hope you like my house.
It's actually one of the like I know they have questions for me. I'm like, so do you live in a 2-story house?
Yeah.
Is your room upstairs? Okay, well, I'll never beat cheeks then because I'm never going upstairs. Well, I might as well just be your friend now. Yeah. So I'm never going to see your bedroom. So yeah, I hate stairs.
Yeah.
For lots of reasons.
Very convincing when it comes to shoving people towards like ranch style homes or single star condos.
Something cool, man. Yeah. I mean, honestly, stairs do suck, period. Like I think about how many, I used to live upstairs.
Yeah.
And it was like, I thought about how many times I had to race up to my room to grab something, race back down. It was a pain in the ass though.
Oh yeah.
I do like single story homes now. I do have
for sure. I like how spread out, you don't have to be on top of one another. You can, not hearing footsteps and all of that.
Yeah.
There's definitely perks on that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, what else sucks? I mean, for me, like getting out in nature, the beach. Oh, you gotta have so much equipment to make your life easy these days.
Yeah, and I kind of hate being that guy. Like where like when I'm with my friends, okay, we'll hang out over here on the boardwalk. Usually, we'd go put our toes in the sand or have some time. And I know there's beach chairs.
Yeah.
Actually, you just did
I have one, yeah. So I use a Freedom Tracks. It's amazing.
Yeah.
More to come on that. Stay tuned.
Yeah, you got a little video for that, right?
Yeah, I do. But again, it's just like requiring the help and asking for help. Oh my God, dude. So just generally like relying on other people to help me out with stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, first thing in the morning, yo, how's it going, Marty? And I wake up and I'm like, all right, so what do you want to wear today? I'm like, well, let me think of top drawer, middle drawer, bottom drawer.
Yes.
And okay, I want this pair of socks, this pair of underwear.
Yeah.
I need this shirt and it's here. I need these, pair of pants. They're there. Those shoes. And then I put them all on and it looks like shit. And I'm like, oh, cool. Let me redo all that again. Yeah. That's only going to take me another half hour.
Are you particular too?
Piece of shit.
I'm particular, right? And
dude,
I've been getting these conversations in the morning because the person helps me out. It's like it's just underwear, and I'm like, well, there's certain ones I like better than those ones. So she has to pull the whole drawer towards me, and we literally go through 30 pairs of underwear. And I'm like, listen. Call me next time you're putting on your underwear, and we'll have the same discussion. Look, right? I'm just particular about what kind of drawers I want to wear that day. There's one that
calls out to you.
Yeah. Look, I'm hanging out with this girl later, and I want to wear my Calvin Kleins.
Yeah.
I look sexy in those bad boys.
Exactly.
And if I get there, hey, I want to look good.
You got to get your banana hammock hanging straight. You know what I mean?
No, I got a pair of elephant ear ones that are pretty good.
Well, I like the ones with the referee whistle on the end. Nice striped. Yeah.
Totally stuffed, but it looks great.
Fantastic.
It's great when we get to that part. I also hate like when I'm trying to like I'm very fidgety when it comes to like what I'm wearing.
Okay, yeah.
Because my clothes always right up in the back. Because of this
Same.
rest, right?
Yeah.
So it's always coming up. So I'm constantly trying to fix the back, and I mean it's frustrating. When I ask for help, I just be like, again.
I know.
That shit bugs me a little.
Well,
bit.
dude, you got your arms too. So for me, I mean, I'm super particular. So like, you know, getting my look G'd up from the feet up.
I know you're pretty particular about your hair.
You know.
I mean,
it takes
your
a while.
strength is in your hair, though. I mean, you're Samsonite 100%.
Ooh, thanks.
Yeah, yeah. I hate it when I'm like, my hands are kind of jacked, right? So whenever I'm trying to put keys into something, like my ignition in my truck or whatever, or like I'm trying to unhook things, people sit there and they want to jump in and help, but they're like maybe afraid to ask. Yeah. So we sit there for these awkward 5 minutes while I'm shuffling around my keys, dropping shit, and I'm just like, finally, just like, fuck it. Okay, go ahead and help me. You know what I mean? I give up. So that's kind of awkward too.
Yeah, man.
That's a drawback for sure.
That's tough. Yeah, these hands ain't working too much, man. I got a little mini shaka that I throw. I could type a little bit. That's about it, man.
Well, speaking of bad hands too, it's really hard to wipe my own ass. I mean, I can only lift to a certain side, then I try to get it's not happening.
You know, so, and then you want it done right, and you can't be rude about it. Yeah. You know? I have a saying about that. It's like, you know, don't shit on the hand that wipes you. You know?
Yes. I always get made fun of because my name's Sonny, and Sonny was the name of the guy in Big Daddy. Oh. And when the kid gets kicked out, I wipe my own ass. Yeah. I can't even wipe my own ass. So man, I'm like, yeah. I love it though.
Maybe we'll come with an automated, you know, ass wiping system. I don't want a bidet. Yeah, here we go. Let's go down the rabbit hole.
Yes.
So I was on a trip to China once, right? And this was my first experience with a bidet. And, okay. If you don't know what a bidet is, it's basically the mini super soaker built into the toilet.
This was before,
shoots
right?
water, at your cornhole. And okay, man. So let me set the scene for you. I'm in China, right? I'm already feeling a little out of place. I'm on this like luxury toilet seat that's like heated. You know, it's got all this stuff, right? And so I just finished doing the deed. And I'm sitting here, I'm looking down at it. I'm looking at the button, man, for the rinse cycle, you know? Yeah. And I'm just like kind of laughing to myself. I'm like, fuck, am I really going to do this right now? So like, I'm like, I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm nervous. You know, I've never done this before. I swear. Oh my God. And, you know, I'm like, all right, man, I just kind of brace for it. I hit the was it like the I hit the button. There could not have been a more direct hit to the center of my cornhole. I literally just like I probably sucked in as much water from freaking. Oh my God! I
beer bombed water in the
bottle.
Oh
my God! Yeah.
Oh my God!
Got a straight cleanse right after that. And I just jumped up like and couldn't like hit off fast enough, dude. Yeah. Oh my God!
That's hilarious.
So that was my experience with that. So not my favorite. But then, you know, I got to sit through like the dryer too. You got a butt dryer out there. People in Asia, you know, do it right sometimes, you know.
The butt dryer?
Into that. Yeah,
that's
right.
amazing.
Yeah.
I used to have a morning routine where like I had to take a dump before I took a shower. As part of the morning routine.
Yeah.
I just felt super clean that way.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Yeah, for sure. That's why it's shit, shower, shave.
Yes.
You know.
I mean,
or shit, shave, shower, but it's showers always after.
I've always had a general routine. So like, I guess nowadays, I think that's another thing that kind of bugs me too, is when my routine gets messed up.
Oh yeah, we are very routine oriented individuals. I know, like
80-year-old man routine.
Every morning, you know, like I said, you gotta do the shit, shave, shower, you know, which is a lengthy process in getting dressed.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you get curveballs, it's like, oh, you have a 6 a.m. meeting. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll get up at 3. That sounds tight.
Yeah.
You know, can't do any of that. Or
not only that, it's almost like I consider myself like a corporation. Because I have to go through so many people to get things done sometimes.
The bureaucracy, the red tape, you know?
Exactly. You gotta, I feel like a corporation. Like, oh, I gotta call my VP, let him know, hey, tomorrow we're getting there at 6. So you got to be here by 5. You know, and I got to like orchestrate this whole thing together. It's like too much. Sometimes I'm just like,
even going out, man, it's like I need to coordinate a ride. I need to figure out where we're going, how I'm getting back. Do I have to take meds at a certain time while I'm out? Do I have water? Well, you know,
let's talk about that too. The thing that really gets me going is the lack of accessibility. Like everybody Ubers everywhere, right?
I know.
I can't just call an Uber. I got to get an accessible Uber, which is like one in a million.
WAV, and the cars. No one, you know, that has a wheelchair van or whatever
is going to be an Uber.
Is Ubering people around. It doesn't. And then
that is a gold mine we just thought of.
You know, I know, bro. So people out there, you know, get a fleet of cars.
Yeah. Or you know what? Maybe we don't know about something that we're like. I know there's access,
and there's access.
But I'm talking about more direct rides where I can call somebody.
I've seen taxi cabs. Yeah. But I've noticed just the premium on the wheelchair cars are just crazy. I mean, you get like, it's basically like getting a premium car service for like $75 a ride. It's like, bro, I just want to go to the bar down the street and like meet up with some friends or go to a movie, like. So I've been really fortunate to have really good friends that like help me out and do that sort of thing. Especially when
you got a pretty cool whip too. So
and we're not like, back crazy young guns that are just like raging every time we go out. So there's more opportunities just to have friends.
People ask me though a lot whether or not we could still drink for some reason.
Oh yeah,
I get asked that every now and then, and the answer is yes.
It's a perk and a drawback.
Yeah, I mean, I always tell them I don't like to drink too much because I got to walk out of this place.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Oh, that's so funny. This guy, he's got wheelchair jokes."
It's like a middle class fancy joke right there.
And man, this drink's gonna knock me on my ass. And they're like, "This guy over here."
Oh man.
But I mean. You got to have a sense of humor when you're put into a tight spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But this world is not made for us. And I find that, so I have to go to LA every now and then for some auditions and stuff. And literally, sometimes I shit my pants because when I get out of my car, there's like traffic that's like literally that close. This guy takes one look at his phone. I'm getting sideswiped and you're going to see me on the 7 o'clock news.
Straight up, man.
So, I mean, parking in those situations suck. Plus, the curbs are usually jacked. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's
Curbs
tough for me to get around on.
For me, I mean, traveling around a lot with the documentary and whatnot, I mean, just going to different cities.
What's the name of that documentary again?
My documentary?
Yeah.
Funny you should ask, Sonny.
Why?
It's relentless.
Really?
And people can actually check it out.
Oh.
The teaser and all information about it at www.relentless-film.com.
Nice.
Coming to a city near you.
I mean, if you don't go to see that, you suck in life, pretty much.
You're stupid. Should we cuss them out again? Should we do another thing like that?
You stupid piece of shit. What the is wrong with you, dude? Get your head on right. Ass mother.
Disability
Seriously,
awareness.
Go look at this guy, dude. Buy a fucking ticket, loser.
Right now. This is bullshit. Okay. But
anyways,
we digress. Anyways. Traveling, man. Different cities, like buildings, that aren't necessarily to code. California, for all its craziness, is really good. Yeah. About setting the bar and, the American Disabilities Act and all these things to make things more accessible. I go to these cities, man, and like, buildings and restaurants. Like, take, for instance, going back to my old stomping grounds, Boulder, Colorado, going back to the university. There's so many of my like old bars that I go to don't have like entrances. I would have to get carried down 16 stairs.
Yes.
It's like, dude, shit, like I love the old vibe of it, but can we just like put a fucking elevator in somewhere, or something? I know there's costs incurred, but it's tough.
Is there really that much cost? I mean, I feel like, some of these things are, I don't know. I got a job once for a commercial and for, I think it was a health net or healthcare net, whatever. And it was on the second floor. Yeah. And they actually called my agent and was like, hey, listen, do you mind if we carry him up like 16 stairs? Yeah. And for me, I would have said, screw it. Cause I'm also on the end of like, I wanted to be a gamer. You know what I mean? If let's just get it done type guy.
Right. Yeah.
But my agent was telling me, listen, if you let them get away with this kind of stuff, they'll always get away with it. So we're kind of on that line of whether or not I want to be an activist and I want to also be a guy who shows you there's no limitations. But legit, this world's just not set up for us.
No, man. And,
and it's unfortunate.
Think beyond the United States, you go travel like, I really want to go through Europe.
Oh, I got a great idea for you though.
Cobblestones. What's that, man?
Okay. So I've always said, if I ever go to Europe, I'm hiring myself a 6'8" strong man to carry me around in a freaking backpack. How sick would that be?
Like an adult baby Bjorn.
Yes.
Me in the mountain.
But I was thinking,
legs dangling.
The only thing I can't figure out, am I going to face him or am I going to face away from him?
Face away from dude.
So like he has to turn completely around.
Be like baby Carlos.
Oh yeah, baby Carlos. Yes.
In The Hangover.
Yes,
dude.
Oh, on his chest would be even better if like, Because he's 6'8". I'm like 6'2"-ish.
Dude, merch idea. We
yes.
gotta do a t-shirt, and
With
the print is just gonna be us on a baby Bjorn.
Yes, that would be hilarious. But that is my idea. But again, that's because it's not accessible for us.
Straight up, man. It's hard. Like,
there's no way those doorways.
There's some
are 32
things out there that are like, I mean, accessible adventures. They're becoming more of a thing.
Yeah.
But this world, was not built with that population in mind, and it's hard because we want to see the sights and we want to have all of those experiences. There's some cool things that are popping up out there for us, but like you said,
what's the most accessible, craziest thing you've done? I've seen people skydive. Anything you've done that you're like, oh, I didn't know this was accessible. This is pretty cool though.
I'm not gonna say I didn't know about it, but definitely getting back on the mountain again. Okay, that was the coolest thing. If you get paired up with the right guide. Like, I had just as much of a thrill now that I did before.
It was a sled?
Yeah, so it's a sit ski. So basically a chair, and instead of wheels, you got a single ski under you.
Oh, wow.
You got outriggers on either side.
Really?
You can take the training wheels off if you get if you got your arms and you can support yourself. I didn't take the outriggers off, but I did not have my guide control me. So he basically let me out on a leash, and I could use my core to go side to side. I was doing all sorts of cool shit, man.
I would love to try that.
It was super fun.
That
yeah, man. Cool. I got an opportunity for everyone that we'll let them know about. But getting back on the mountain was something. I think just beyond like just how cool and like accessible it was, and just feeling that thrill again, just like, I mean, the adventure and the experience of challenging yourself when you're in a situation like this was so like, it opened up my mind to what my true potential is and what I could be doing out there. You know?
It's interesting because to kind of we can talk about the perks and disadvantages and everything else, but I also realized how much I was holding myself back. Yeah. Now, you being a skier, you could probably relate to this. Like, I grew up
snowboarder.
I mean, snowboarder. My bad. My bad.
Thanks, bro.
Bad dog. But growing up, I just love basketball, and everybody always asked me, why don't you play wheelchair basketball? And I would always say, I'm too old, I'm too this, I'm too that. I had excuses. Yeah. And then my niece and nephew finally got to the ages where they wanted to learn to play. And we got an adjustable court, and I started playing again with them. And then once they would leave, I would still play. I'd still put up jumpers, Yeah. And I remember how much I loved it.
Jumper. Damn.
Well, I mean.
Damn, boy.
I mean, just these
bouncing
guys.
Off your ass a little
bit.
Guys,
dunk it. But I remember, like, you know what, man? I mean, is it different? 100%. But God, you could still love it. You know?
Yeah, man. That passion doesn't die.
It doesn't die.
You can find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly. And I did the same with dancing. I went and I just screwed it. I had my Tony Montana shirt on. Yeah. And I have a video for this, so we'll put it up right when I'm talking about it. But yeah, I was dancing. I just wasn't caring. And the song I danced to was a Vanilla Ice. Yeah. So I mean, Ice Ice Baby. So it was cool. And I think what we want you guys to really feel at the end of this one is there's advantages and disadvantages to every situation, but it's all in your head.
You're taking the words out of my mouth. I'm prepping like how to close this thing up, and we can go through all these perks and all these drawbacks, but I think the more optimistic and confident you are, the more perks that you're gonna find. When you feel sorry for yourself and you let the world kind of dictate where to go and what to do. I mean, you're gonna see drawbacks everywhere. Yeah. And that's gonna weigh on you, and it's gonna kind of shape you as a person. So optimism and investing in yourself and your confidence is something that we need to do more of, and we encourage our wheel world people out there to do.
And there's two things real quick. It's people will treat you how you feel about yourself. You project your own personal images onto other people. Remember that, and that's a lesson I learned in the being in the wheelchair was like my fears, how I felt about this would always be projected on the people I was the closest to. And I really hope that this podcast gets your wheels turning.
Absolutely. It got mine, man.
Did it?
Absolutely. We're here for you guys. Always here to empower, entertain, and keep it wheel. If you guys like what you're seeing, please like, share, and subscribe our content. We would love to keep doing these things for you. We'll see you guys next time. I'm your boy, Marty O'Connor.
Sonny Casebauer, and see you later. Check you later. Check you later.